Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Scanning the field, it's Watkins. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he pulls in the catch. Finds room at the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down. The defense backed up against their own end zone. First and goal, handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second and goal play for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught near the goal line. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw. It's Watkins. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, tied. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. After the 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They'll try the right here. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Trying to find some room. It's Thompson. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Watkins. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Catch made on the left side. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense stopped behind the line. A big play by the defense to wrap up the first period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Huskies will look to convert here on fourth down. No press here. The defense backing away. Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off. Look out. He's got some space. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So back to their own 9-yard line at 2nd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, a really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple years with Michael Penix.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tackled but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Gets some space around the 30. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
And the Huskies looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Quarterback's got it on the option. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Extra point splits the uprights. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking for a gap. It's Thompson. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. They'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Back's got it again. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
It's a run to the left. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Fighting off the defender. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Thompson. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Watkins. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Second down play. Corner's now playing a couple of yards off the ball. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Here we go on 4th down. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Here's the option play. That's the spin move. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the toss play now, running left. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
The Huskies pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
And the Huskies line it up with 1st and goal. The DB's right near the line now showing press coverage. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Touchdown, Huskies. And they will claim the second half lead. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pass. It's Watkins. Catch made on the right side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They'll run it to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And now the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's going to pull it down and run.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. And they keep this drive going, trying to convert on 3rd down now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Watkins. Makes a quick catch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Get set, get set. Yankee blue. Hey, Cam, alert.
Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Great move there. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Here's the handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Watkins trying to extend the play. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Shotgun formation here on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he scores! Touchdown, Bama! National championship game tied late. We're about to see a chapter in college football history written here, Kirk.
Well, this is everything you hope for. All the analysis, all the pregame hype. You hope that the game lives up to that kind of hype. Man, do we have that. We have a tie game now with a couple minutes to go. Cannot wait to see how this game's going to unfold.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. And the wideout goes in motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And that pass falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I just don't know. Here we are in the fourth quarter. You're down by 1. The extra point ties the game. I guess they decided to try to take the lead by going for 2, but they miss it. And now they're still down by 1. I don't like the call.
And the hands team able to recover the football. Washington offense retakes the field here. So here we go. Huge possession. Suddenly a 1-point game here in the fourth quarter. What can this offense do to make something happen? Keep the football. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. It's an option look. Quarterback still with the football. He'll pitch it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Lets it go quickly. And he finds his target. He has the first.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the quarterback will take a knee. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Washington Huskies.